In a remote part of Africa, there's something new under the sun. Our closest living relatives are getting bold. Chimps are supposed to be afraid of water. But this young male is climbing down for a dip. He keeps a hand on a natural safety line as he overcomes his fear. Has a boy or girl ever had more fun in a swimming hole? Wild chimps have never before been seen playing like this. At Fongoli, Senegal, anthropologist Jill Preetz and psychologist Andrew Whiten are getting an extraordinary glimpse of chimp emotions.
The personality of a chimpanzee is extremely excitable. I've hardly ever seen a facial expression like that. I mean, that was extreme excitement to the stage of kind of losing control.
It's not merely just to cool off. I mean, the juveniles have fun. I mean, they play in the water. They play a lot in the water.
This is only one of a rush of discoveries that is painting a surprising new portrait of ape minds. They are more like us than most researchers ever imagined. One by one, the skills and emotions we once thought were uniquely human are being found in apes. Still, certain specific mental gaps, the little differences that make the big difference, will ultimately explain why we study them and not the other way around. While the swimming hole is revealing chimps' emotions in the field, a new laboratory study is showing off their amazing rational powers. At the Max Planck Institute for Evolutionary Anthropology in Leipzig, Germany, psychologist Josep Kolb places a peanut in a clear tube. How can the chimpanzee get the snack? She has never seen this puzzle before.
For 10 minutes, there is no solution in sight. And all of a sudden, boom, they solve it. They have to understand that they can use the water as a tool. This is interesting because the water itself, it doesn't have any shape.
Using water as a tool seems like something we would do on a good day. Another tool is being put to remarkable use by wild chimps in their quest for a meal. Back in Senegal, Jill Preetz has been keeping a close eye on chimps' eating habits. Throughout Africa, chimps eat almost anything, and they have a particular taste for meat. Here, their favorite prey is the bush baby, a small nocturnal primate. But these chimps aren't catching bush babies bare-handed. Preetz has seen chimps making spears and using them to hunt. Andrew Whiten hopes to join the ranks of the few who have witnessed this extraordinary behavior. Preetz has just collected a spear jammed in the top of a dead tree.
So I'd say, I guess this one is longer than average.
Yeah,
The average
this
is
is
about...
a big, long, and fairly stout one.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the length of it's interesting because that's a big hole.
Right.
And this seems pretty well judged to more or less reach to the end of it.
Yeah,
in a firm way.
pretty precise.
Yeah.
To make a spear, a chimp starts by breaking off a branch, then sharpening the tip. All in the quest to catch a bush baby in its daytime sleeping hollow.
So the next step would be that the chimp would approach the cavity and sometimes look in, take the tool, jab forcefully into the cavity multiple times.
It may not be ice pick sharp, but when driven by an arm up to 5 times as strong as a human's, it's a potentially lethal weapon.
They always either sniff it or lick it when they withdraw the tool. What they may do is actually break open the entire cavity, and if they're lucky, find a bush baby inside.
Break, strip, sharpen, stab. These chimps take a series of distinct steps in a carefully premeditated hunt. For Andrew Whiten, this discovery may offer a window on our own past.
Hunting's fascinating to us humans, particularly if we're interested in the evolutionary story of how we got here. Our ancestor 5 or 6 million years ago was somewhat like a chimpanzee. We know that then later in the evolutionary story we became big game hunters, using a lot of weaponry, butchery tools, and were bringing down large prey. So how did an animal like a puny ape reach that stage?
Preetz and Whiten are closing in on the answers. Most of the 20 spear hunts Preetz has observed have taken place during the rainy season. Over time, she has seen every stage of the kill.
Hey, John.
A chimp is inspecting a hollow, looking for a bush baby. She breaks off a branch and makes a spear.
The first time I saw a chimp make a tool, I think I said something like, "Where is she going and what is she going to do with that tool?"
She nibbles the tip to sharpen it. Then, with the aid of her foot, she aims the point into a hollow. Preetz has made a landmark discovery. Never before has any non-human species been known to routinely make and use deadly weapons. So what does spear hunting reveal about how chimpanzees think? Preetz and her team have seen about half the chimps here brandishing weapons, which means spear hunting has spread through much of the group. That seems natural to us. But generating ideas and sharing technologies, that's one scientific definition of culture.